K. Mike exposes the duplicity of Bill Maher.
Yeah, I was going to hold, so I wasn't going to talk about this, right?
Yeah.
We killed Gaddafi. We knocked him off the motherfucking
Right, sure,
face,
absolutely.
Right? Yeah. Right? You're like, absolutely. But as a black person, I saw slavery return to Libya. I saw a man who was willing to help black people in their plight and their struggle by giving billions, ignored. I saw someone who wanted to unite Africa under one currency and have a potentially United States.
Killer Mike in this video exposes the duplicity of far too many Americans, and he will expose Bill Maher for the fence rider that he is. And we will further dive into how Americans can call out dictators that they don't like, but fund, support, and militarily assist dictators they do like. We'll expose the list, we'll expose the names, and we will expose the hypocrisy that our system of governance is ran under. Allow Killer Mike to continue.
Africa, and I saw that crushed. And as an American, I had to shut the f up, go with the Republic. But that's something, if I ever had a chance to talk to Obama, I'd really say,
So you see Gaddafi good guy?
Whether Gaddafi was ultimately, in my eyes, good or bad,
I mean, the people who
better
are
than what they have now. But I can't see any president I have as a good guy. I love Obama. The symbol of Obama.
This is the duplicity that these individuals want to push forward. Libya had, even though they was under a dictatorship, Libya had, I believe at the time of Gaddafi's rule, no homelessness, a higher literacy rate than America, free housing for individuals. It is amazing how these individuals in America like to point at other leaders as being evil, when they celebrate some of the most evil individuals on the planet. Your founding fathers, they were no saints. They were complicit in sex trafficking of another human being, black slaves. They were complicit in the brutal hanging, the brutal lynching, the brutal extortion of black labor. They were complicit in denying human rights. They were complicit in kidnapping. So let's get away from this virtue signaling as if America is some beautiful place on the hill where no violence, no evil, especially by our leaders, have occurred. Let's get away from that. And let's deal with facts and truths. Allow us to get back to Killer Mike. Talk to him, Killer.
Is up in my motherfucking house. He's a black man. He became president, and he did more drone bombings than any other U.S. president before him. He and Hillary Clinton disturbed a country called Libya, in which you used to have a free house, free education, free, and now it's not free anymore. And there are people who look like me that aren't free. Because we're just picking sides right now. And George Carlin said years ago, you know, it's a club and you ain't in it. What we're doing is picking members of the club who are going to fly on a jet together afterwards, whether they're Democrat or Republican. They're buddy-buddy. They went to Harvard, they went to Yale, they went to Morehouse, they went to Howard together. They're still going to be friends after. The bourgeoisie and up, that class is going to be okay. But we, the working class, people got to wear shit like this to work every day. We're going to get fucked over in this. And people who wear shit like this every day usually do this and say yes sir or no sir.
You know, it was a very repressive dictator.
I hear what you're saying.
And this is the duplicity and the hypocrisy of these individuals. You hear Bill Maher, he was a repressive dictator. You want me to name the dictators and the authoritarian leaders that this United States government has funded militarily, has funded financially, has helped to give information in order to keep their people suppressed, in order to take over and overthrow legitimate governments. And once they get in, they become dictators and give the land or the resources to American corporations. Let's talk about Augusto Pinochet of Chile. We know how vicious and violent he was. Allow us to say Suharto in Indonesia. Do the research. Look these individuals up. Let's look at Ferdinand Marcos. Let's talk about him. Another violent, vicious individuals that the American empire helped financially, militarily, in order to achieve their goals. They didn't care about them being dictators. So Bill Maher and all these other talking heads, and unfortunately, it's usually always, to be honest with you, it's the white talking heads that always try to defend and vilify every other evil individual on the planet except for the evil individuals that have ran our government, that established the foundation of this government, that was the blueprint for apartheid, in which Hitler looked at the American system of apartheid in the Jim Crow South and implemented things of that nature in his terrorist reign against those individuals he saw as Jewish. So let's not talk about this foolishness and act as if America has a clean slate. Act as if America is something other than what it is. It is a nation that was founded in part on evil, slavery, on the most vile, dehumanizing behavior to a particular people on the planet. You would like to forget that, and you would like to sanitize it. There is no sanitation. If it was evil and wicked today, it was evil and wicked when it was happening in America. We would not allow this hypocrisy to continue to slide. Allow us to continue. Killer Mike, talk to him.
Living under one now. We ain't storming the White House. How long do the French get to live off Haiti, Libya, West Africa? How long before you got to ante up what's in the loop? So we took Libya. What have we done to help that country become democratic and get back in a better state? What have we done to help Haiti do? Haiti is the reason we got Louisiana and West of that. America really owes Haiti. We kicked the French's ass so bad. It was like, fuck this, we'll sell New Orleans. Y'all have the Saints.
Okay,
y'all have Donna.
I mean, we can stay mad at the past forever, but at some point you got to move forward and make things better in
I'm
the
not
future.
saying I don't want to move forward. I'm just saying put something in my pocket for your socket.
And this is the thing. They don't want to talk about the past, but yet they want to celebrate the past when it's in their favor. He doesn't want to talk about what leads and what led up to the situations that unfold in the future. You cannot have the future without the past. And today is not the past. When you talk about the past, Libya, Gaddafi basically was assassinated maybe 12 years ago. And you look at Libya today, a failed state. Iraq, they hung Saddam Hussein, went to war, killed over 1 million Iraqis, and that is a failed state. Everywhere America goes and talk about spreading democracy, it never works. So maybe Americans should stop getting behind the propagandize, stop allowing themselves to be brainwashed into believing that we are some type of nation that really loves other nations and we want to bring them democracy. You don't even have democracy in America. You have the illusion of democracy. You don't have freedom in America. You have granted freedoms. You don't have a government ran by the people for the people. You have a government that is ran by elites. You have a government that is corrupt. You have a government that is wicked on both sides of the aisle. This is the truth that plays out in your face on a daily basis, but your creature comforts keep you in a state of denial. And if it's not about the creature comforts that keep you in denial, it's just about the fact that you want to turn a blind eye to certain things. And for many of these individuals, they're just wicked. And they will continue to support wickedness and hide behind the veil of religion and behind the veil of so-called democracy, etc. Allow Killer Mike to finish out.
adherence to the United States Constitution and the understanding that Constitution can transform. It can be amended. It can be grown. I personally think the 13th Amendment needs to be re-amended so that we don't have an excuse for slavery, period. That ends the need for private and state prisons in the same way, reduces the prison population from what used to be 500,000 over 2 million now. But I think that soldiers do have a responsibility to adhere to the Constitution. I think if you're sent in on orders to disrupt a First Amendment constitutionally protected thing, I think as a soldier, you should say absolutely not. I'm not going to do that.
That was a great stance by Killer Mike. And we must continue to stand up against and confront the hypocrisy of those who want to justify the behaviors of this government while vilifying the behaviors of other governments. These individuals, especially those who are mainstream and mainstream adjacent, such as Bill Maher, they are continuous talking heads for the system. Although they may bring on guests that oppose the system, they find a way to still justify the evil that exists within this system and then vilify other systems. The one thing that you and I should take away from this is this: there has never been a case where America has went in and toppled a government and democracy has flourished for the people. You do not have a democracy in America. You have the illusion of democracy. And this is being played out right in our face as Trump and his administration goes into a legal war without the American people supporting it. More Americans are against it, but they are continuing to pursue it. You do not have a functioning democracy. You have the illusion, and your creature comforts keep you in a state of being appeased enough that you allow it to continue because you live fairly comfortable. When your comfort starts to deteriorate and when your nation starts to collapse, because this is what is going on now, is actually about to happen. If we are not able to wake up and tell these individuals on both sides of the aisles, stop funding these wars, start extorting our tax dollars, and stop sending all our money to these foreign countries, and stop allowing the military industrial complex and these major corporations to buy our politicians and to exacerbate the wealth divide. Until we do that, this country will continue to collapse from within because we are being sold out by those who are our so-called leaders on both sides of the aisles. Have a beautiful day. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. Peace.